Take a second and think about this. Your phone, your car, even something as basic as your refrigerator, all of it runs on chips. And most of those chips come from outside of India. Right now, we import over 90% of what we use. That exposes how dependent the system still is. And it raises a bigger question. What happens if that supply gets disrupted? Because once that happens, it doesn't stay contained. It affects everything that relies on it. And now, this is where things start to shift. A recent Deloitte forecast lays out how fast this space is expected to grow. India's semiconductor market is around $50 billion as of today. That number is expected to reach about $120 billion by 2030 and potentially $300 billion by 2035. That kind of growth is being driven by what's happening around of it. Artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, data centers, all of them depend on chips continuously. So naturally, the question becomes, do we keep importing or do we start building? Right now, most of it is still coming from outside. Over the next decade, the plan is to change that. The target is to meet around 60% of domestic demand locally by 2035 because chips are tied into critical systems, telecom, defense, finance, and this goes well beyond manufacturing. To support that shift, there is, of course, a larger push already in motion. Under the India Semiconductor Mission, plans include fabrication units, specialized facilities, display manufacturing, and about 25 assembly and testing units. And this is where the scale becomes a lot more clear. About $19 billion is already committed. Another $25 billion is expected. Beyond that, the long-term plan includes roughly $50 billion over the next 5 years and about $80 billion between 2030 and 2035. So the investment side is definitely moving. At the same time, this depends on people. The ecosystem needs a workforce across design, manufacturing, and operations. Estimates suggest around 2 million roles. So according to Ashwini Vaishnav, institutions are already working to build that. The idea is to add hundreds of thousands of skilled workers every year. And then comes the part which decides whether this works or not, which is execution. Because other countries have been building this for decades. The United States leads in design, Taiwan leads in fabrication, South Korea operates at scale. India is building this from a very different starting point. And as Deloitte points out, this is not something that moves very quickly. A fabrication plant, as we all know, takes years to build and time to stabilize. Policies need consistency, infrastructure needs to keep up. Coordination definitely has to hold. And here, of course, is the front page take. So what you're seeing here is actually a long-term build. Investment is definitely coming in, capacity is being planned, training has started, as I mentioned, the direction is clear. What matters now is how consistently this is carried forward. Because in this space, timelines are long, but the impact is very deep. So what do you think? Can India build this at scale, or will it continue to depend on imports? Please do let us know in the comments below. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Front Page by the AIM Network. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, think AI, think AIM.